Hello, welcome to the third lesson in the third week of the Watcher course. Let's get started. We're going to talk about how data is collected on children, cookies tracking, and implicit information gathering. What's on the agenda? Understanding what data collection means, explicit versus implicit data collection, the role of cookies and other trackers, and how collected data can be used and misused regarding children. So, what data collection means online? If you remember your digital footprint, that's data collection, right? So, every single use, every single action that you perform online is collected. So your child, same thing happens. Every website, every web, every online service that's used, information is being gathered about the actions taken. And why is information being collected? Mainly for two uses. One is to improve the service, right? To understand how the service is being used, what's working, what's not working, and then improving upon it. And then the other use is advertising. So free is never free, because when it's free, your data is your payment for the free service or app. And your children are just another merchandise for the free services, right? So they know it's a child, and they have specific uses for the information provided from children. The difference between explicit and implicit data collection. Well, explicit is the information that you know you are providing, right? So when you're filling out a form, when you're creating an ID, you're providing data, and you're aware you're providing that data. Implicit, on the other hand, is happening in the background, and you're not really fully aware of what type of data is being collected, right? Examples, the pages that the child visited, how long the child spent on an app, on a video, which videos the child watched, how long, which part of the video did the child stop watching, and what's being displayed on screen, how long the child is taking on each screen that's being displayed, what's being clicked on, all that. And the problem with implicit data collection is that it's harder to notice and harder to control. So it's a hidden risk. Cookies and other trackers. As I mentioned before, a cookie is a file that a specific website installs on your browser when you visit it, right? And then it uses that file to identify you and to collect specific data about your usage of that site and sometimes of other sites. So a good example of a cookie is the shopping cart on any shopping site that you use. If you have a profile on that site, it doesn't matter if you are leaving the site and coming back, or even if you are accessing the site from another device, the shopping cart will be the same. And that's done using cookies. And as I mentioned, some of these cookies can track your child's activity across multiple websites, not just the site that was used to install it, right? Device ID is something else that's used to track online activity, right? So every single device has a unique ID. And the websites are able to tell which type of device it was from that ID. So if it's a notebook, if it's a tablet, or if it's a telephone. And that's another piece of the puzzle that will tell them about the person using their services. And in the end, they are building a profile, right? So they are using your digital footprint, your actions, the tracking cookies, the device ID, and everything else that they can to build a profile of your child and understand her online habits and interests and why, right? How can this be used and misused? First, for targeted advertising, right? So showing ads specific to children, tailored for children to influence their desires and choices. And why are they showing ads to children? Because they want your child to drive your buying behavior, right? So they drive the consumption. They ask you for specific video games, specific movies, specific stories, specific apps, specific fast foods, okay? Also, a privacy concern is that this information can be shared without you knowing, right? And can be shared with third parties, the business partners that they tell you they might share this information with. They are selling you the data. That's what's happening. And this data also has potential for exploitation, right? For criminal exploitation, fraud, scams, and predators, right? They can build your child's routines, understand your child's interests, and try to approach them impersonating other children. So what we learned here today is how data collection happens, the difference between explicit and implicit data collection, the implications of the data collection. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please don't forget to like, subscribe, so more people have access to this information. And don't forget to join our free community. The third week is the last week that we are making available on YouTube. The full course is 6 weeks, all free, but the final 3 weeks of the course will only be offered in our online community. So join our community. The link is in the description of the channel, of the video, and in the first comment. Bye-bye. See you next class.